Welcome to Sliders Beers. This is where an English guy reviews American beers, normally craft beers, and sometimes so you don't have to. But in today's case, the weird one is actually from China, and it's their Raspberry Lemonade Shandy. Raspberry, and they're calling it a shandy, but it is in fact 4.2%. Here's a bottle of it. I shall show you the box in a second, some details, and then we'll have a look at the China history of the company. And we'll come back out here and try one of these. Here's a better look at a bottle. Here's a better look at the box. Here are some details. And now we'll have a look at the company history. China Beers were founded in 1909 by Czech and German immigrants in the town of China, Texas. They wanted a taste of the beers they knew from back in their former countries. For such a tiny place, with a population of just over 2,000 people, the brewery has a very healthy production of 1,200 bottles per minute. That translates to an annual production that would wrap around the world if the bottles were end to end. All of those bottles are brewed by using water from an artesian well of 120 foot depth. In 1914, they hired Cosmo Spätzle, a German immigrant, who became their first brewmaster, and after whom the brewery plant is now named. Welcome back to the tasting table. Now, I'm not exactly sure what kind of bottle cap this is. No, it's a screw top. Yep, there we go. Today's glass of choice is a little bit different and a bit in theme, because it's actually Blackburn's Strawberry Preserves jar. It's meant to be for jam, for a preserve. But it looks a little bit like a mini stein with its handle. So I thought, well, that's kind of appropriate. Now, I'll pour this out. I'll try and pour it in the usual way. It is, of course, a highly different kind of glass going on here. As it's pouring, we are getting a slight amount ahead. There are some good clean bubbles going on. Oh, I've never seen this. I've had a couple of these, as you've noticed, not today, but in the past, and I've never seen what it actually looks like. I just drank them from the bottle. So there we are. The head itself actually just disappears rather quickly. I'll show this so-called glass to the camera next. There we go. You can see it's well, a very light gold colour. It's got no head at all on the top of there. It's a very strange looking beer. The main thing I would guess is how it tastes. So, do we get raspberry? Immediately in the nose is, you know, well, the taste, texture, everything, the smell of a raspberry is very clean and clear. If you like raspberries, you're going to love this one. It is all over raspberry. From the start to the middle to the end, in fact the finish. If you can imagine it's like the peel of an orange, but if there was one on a raspberry, you get that in the mouth, and it lasts and lasts. It's very different, but it's certainly not bad at all. There are some, the aeration bubbles are within the drinking as well. Though it's not too bad at all. It's just, it tastes like, well, as they put here, Raspberry Lemonade Shandy. But it is in fact, like I say, 4.2%, which in England would be a regular beer kind of alcohol by volume. That is a surprising beer. It's worth trying because it's so different, but it's actually very well done. Here we go. This is what I'm adding to with each review, so you can tell which ones I have reviewed. And this one is the first one of the second row. So I'll be adding it to there. I'll glue it down. Well, cheers. Thanks for watching this review, and hopefully see you next time.